For the last 4 months, he's been nothing but a spectral presence, lingering at the edge of your consciousness. And you've been wondering, when will he be back to haunt opposing hitters? The answer is tonight. Kodai Senga is back. A month and a half ago, the Mets were 10 games behind the Braves. Now they're just a half game behind Atlanta for the first wild card spot in the National League. And this is a special night for the Mets after waiting nearly 4 months into the season and having dominated the National League for the last 2 months. Now the Mets get their ace pitcher back, Kodai Senga.
Last year, what was great about the starts by Senga is his ability to mix in that great ghost fork, but how does he get to it? 2 great breaking balls, a nice cutter, and 95 plus miles an hour. Everyone I've talked to at the Mets said he's good to go to bring all of that here tonight.
It's just a big lift for this ball club, and in a near perfect world, he'll go out there and twirl a gem, and that'll be most awe-inspiring.
1-2 coming to Kelnick with Austin Riley on deck. And he struck him out with a forkball, and that's how Kodai Senga's season begins.
Well, he's got that big, wide grip on his fingers on either side of those seams, and that ball just dances, almost knuckleball-like, up to the plate.
Riley hits one on the ground, ranging wide as Alonso with the diving stop from his knees on target to Senga. Nicely done by Alonso for the second out.
This one is perfect, right on target.
And he's drilled.
Oh boy.
And he got hit up high, and he's able to smile and shake it off, but that was scary. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming from Senga to Olsen. And he got him looking. Threw him a slider on 1 and 2. 2 strikeouts in his first inning of the season for Kodai Senga. And Senga all smiles.
Get the butterflies out.
Not used to seeing him smile in the middle of starts.
Just happy to be back.
And the Mets will have Francisco Lindor lead off here in the first to go against Charlie Morton. Charlie making his 19th start of the season here tonight. Nacho Alvarez charging, and he takes care of business. 1-2 from Charlie. That is right in there. 96 on the inside corner.
Wow, what a perfect pitch.
Check down. He did go, says Doug Eddings. Good start for Charlie Morton. 1, 2, 3, including a couple of strikeouts. 1 to Nimmo.
Second inning, Kodai Senga back to the mound to face Travis d'Arnaud, catching for the second straight night.
d'Arnaud hits this well to left and drops it in front of Nimmo for a leadoff single here in the second inning.
So 1 out and 1 on. Now Adam Duvall came in late for defense last night.
Down the left field line. Stay fair. Yes, that's a 2-run homer for Adam Duvall.
As he just blasted a screamer right inside the foul pole. That's his 9th homer of the year, and it's 2-0 Braves here in the top of the second inning.
A somewhat familiar story recently. The Mets falling behind early.
And he goes right back to it to strike out Arcia and end the inning. 3rd strikeout for Senga, but Duvall's 2-run homer puts the Braves in front 2-0.
And that moves a runner into scoring position for Marcell Ozuna.
As strike 3 called, and Senga got Ozuna looking at a fastball. Ozuna expecting the forkball and got the express. And he foul tipped it into the mid of Alvarez, strike 3. Curveball from Senga to strike out Olsen and keep it 2-0.
Bottom 3 at Citi Field. Atlanta has a 2-0 lead. Tyrone Taylor. Pitch bounce to the left side. Grabbed at third by Riley, but he dropped it. Goes to pick it up. Fires. Close play. Safe at first. Taylor legs it out. Riley moving left. Reached down for it. Couldn't cleanly grab it.
And hits Lindor. And they'll let him take his base.
See Lindor race the bat boy down the first base line. That was hilarious.
Here he takes a fastball high out of the strike zone, and the Mets have the bases loaded and nobody out.
Well, we've seen Charlie do this over the years.
It's going to sound crazy, but I'm fine with that walk. Talked about the struggles against lefties with the fastball. JD Martinez, a big lumbering DH, doesn't run well anymore. I don't think he ever did, but a good opportunity to get a ground ball double play here.
And JD grounds one down to third, right at the back. Foul ball. Foul ball. The third base umpire, Emil Jimenez, made the call. Riley stepped on the bag, which was going to create a tag play at home had it been fair. But Jimenez had already called it foul. JD has 8 career grand slams. He's got a 3-1 advantage with the bases full and nobody out. And JD flies one to deep right field. Back goes Duvall to the warning track. Back at the fence. It's out of here! An opposite field grand slam for JD Martinez.
Right, and I mean right over that orange line above the Payson Cadillac Club. Oppo Taco, JD Martinez. It's 4-2 Mets in the third.
Really, when you think of J.D. Martinez's power, that's where you think. Right center.
And McNeil drives one to the gap in right center field. That ball's going to head to the wall and off the base of the fence. And McNeil pulls into second base with a well-struck double. Charlie Morton's now given up 18 home runs against the Mets, which is by far the most he's given up against any team. And Vientos gets a curveball and drills it to deep left, and that ball is out of here.
And a party it is in the third inning for the Mets. 2-run home run, second of the inning against Charlie Morton, and it is 6-2 New York. And here's the 9th man to bat in the inning, the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
And now Alvarez sucks one to deep left. Forget that. That is way out of here. Francisco Alvarez adds to the carnage. His 5th home run of the year. It's a 7-run third inning for New York. Mets with a 7-run third inning. They've knocked Charlie Morton out of the box. Senga, meanwhile, has struck out 5 over the first 3. And now he struck out 6 as Darno takes a seat. 6 strikeouts for Senga. Finished the third inning with a strikeout. And he finishes the 4th inning with a strikeout. 7 Ks now for Senga. Shutdown inning after the Mets get him the lead.
Outside, ball 4. Pete with a full count walks. And once again, the Mets have the bases loaded, and they do so for the 2nd consecutive inning.
3-1 coming. And he walked him to force in a run. 3rd RBI of the night for Vientos as Nimmo comes home on the 3rd walk of the inning by Daysbel Hernandez, and it's 8-2 New York.
We crawl our way to the top of the 5th inning at Citi Field. The Mets up 8-2. The offense has been the story, but Howie, Kodai Senga's looked pretty good too.
Swung on and missed strike 3. Got him with a forked ball, diving down and away. Senga cruising now.
How many ghost forks do you think you bring to a Senga start? Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Threw a fastball by him. Senga has finished all 5 innings so far with strikeouts. Kodai Senga back out for the 6th inning to face Austin Riley for the 3rd time. Senga's retired 9 in a row. 0-2 coming. And he popped it up on the infield. The Lions are calling for it. And he's got it, but Senga is hurt.
No, it might be a
looks like
calf.
he's grabbing his calf as he went after that ball coming down off the mound. And on a night where everything has been going perfectly for the Mets, this is not what you want to see.
I thought he was kind of moseying his way to first base and made a quick reaction.
Gets to his feet, he's able to put weight on it, and that's a good sign. So Senga in his season debut is coming out of the game because of injury after 5 1/3. The entire tenor of this game has changed in a flash from a celebratory night for the Mets with all the offense and with Senga's return to now significant uneasiness.
And Ozuna attacks and drives one to deep left field, heading to the wall, flying high and out of the ballpark. It's a home run by Marcell Ozuna.
29 on the year now for Ozuna.
Ozuna leaves Eric Orsi still looking to retire his first batter.
And Darno shoots one out to right. Coming on is McNeil. And it's official. Eric Orsi now has an earned run average. And he pops this one up into shallow left. Waiting for it is Nimmo.
Nimmo under it, makes the catch. And that retires the side. So his ERA goes from 108 to 54.
We're in the top of the 7th inning. Mets have an 8-3 lead over Atlanta. And here's Jared Kelenic, the leadoff hitter.
And Kelenic goes down swinging on the changeup. First strikeout for Orsi in the big leagues. He's got the Mets 5 outs to get it to the 7th inning stretch.
Well, coming off that unbelievable appearance on Tuesday with the strikeout of Judge, it'll be interesting to see if that's a line of demarcation for Diekman and he turns it on for the rest of the season.
Duvall, deep center field. Does it have enough juice? Yes, it does. Right off the apple. 2-homer night for Adam Duvall. It's 8-4.
3-2 to Nacho Alvarez. And it's in there for a call. Strike 3. A knee-high fastball for the first out of the night. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Diekman with a changeup fans Laureano. And the Braves are down to their final out. That's for 10 games behind the Braves on June the 3rd. And now here we are just over 7 weeks later. And the Mets with a chance to jump in front of Atlanta in the standings. He struck him out and the ball game is over.
And they are in 2nd place and on top of the heap in the wild card.
And with all of that, still a melancholy feeling here at the end of the game.